The Deputy Leader of Haringey Council and the Chief Executive have just finished a press conference where they've detailed the extent of the damage that's been done to their council resulting from the death of baby P. The stark admission came from former leader of the council that the council had failed.
Failure by the service to protect the most vulnerable, especially children at risk, is the nightmare of every holder of public office. That is what happened in the case of baby P, and that tragedy has been made all the more painful given all our efforts to implement improvements to our social service provision since the Climby case. I cannot now, in these circumstances, in all honour, continue as Leader of the Council.
A tearful and emotional Chief Executive, Dr. Ita O'Donovan, said, "We are truly sorry. We did not do enough for baby P. This is going to be something that I will live with for the rest of my life." Their admission came shortly after the announcement by Education Secretary Ed Balls that he was in effect taking over the Council's Children's Social Services Department. John Coughlin, a former president of the Association of Directors of Social Services, is to be directed in to oversee the running of the department until further notice. There also came from the Council that on the recommendations of Lord Laming following the death of Victoria Colombier, that unfortunately their progress had, quotes, slipped. There will now follow a series of changes to the way the department is run, and 6 people have been suspended on full pay, including the head of Social Services, Children's Services, Sharon Shoesmith.
The current Director of Children and Young People Services has been removed from the post by suspension, as have a number of other staff pending investigation following this Ofsted report. We will follow this process as speedily as the law allows.
The Deputy Leader of the Council admitted that progress on implementing the recommendations of Lord Laming, which followed the death of Victoria Colombier, which was overseen by the same department, had slipped. 2 key failings were admitted, and the Council accepted that its Children's Services Department would now have to be run by John Coughlin, former President of the Directors of Social Services. There had been 2 failings: closing cases on time and the internal transfer of cases between team members. These were 2 critical recommendations by Lord Laming, which will now be acted upon. The final question that remains will be the fate of the head of Social Services Department, Sharon Shoesmith, who is now currently suspended. The media firestorm is far from over. Chris Smith for localgov.co.uk in Haringey.